All right, y'all, let's talk about it, man. The Chiefs choked in the second half, gave away the AFC Championship game. But first, how about those? All right, y'all, let's talk about this, man. First half of the AFC Championship game, Chiefs looked great. 3 TDs, we looked basically unstoppable. Execution was there. Mahomes threw a TD pass to Hill, to Kelsey, to Hardman. It was looking good. We were doing really well on defense, limiting Jamar Chase. He had like no catches for no yards. I mean, virtually in the first half. Very little in comparison to the first game against them. But yeah, then things started to change. We failed to convert any points at the end of the second half, and that was when it all started crumbling down. We had 4 punts in the second half, no punts in the first half. Mahomes was extraordinary with 3 TDs in the first half. In the second half, he was 8 for 18 for 55 yards and 2 interceptions. That's in the second half and overtime. We only had 1 trip to the red zone in the second half, and that was at the end of the game. And Mahomes mentioned that in his comments to the media after the game. He said this.
And then the red zone, I mean, we were only down there once in the second half, so it wasn't like we weren't having great success. I mean, it was at the point at the end of the game where they were just blocking the end zone, trying to keep us to a field goal. You got to be in the red zone more to have more success in it.
The Bengals came out. I don't even know how many adjustments were really made on defense. If you ask the Chiefs players, they felt like it was pretty similar, but the Bengals didn't give up. They executed, and the Chiefs folded, man. Mahomes choked. I don't know what else to say. At the beginning of the game, Burrows was looking flustered, looked like the pressure was getting to him, not necessarily just from our D-line, but just the pressure of this game, of the AFC Championship game. Like the weight on his shoulders, he was shook. He was rushing his throws. He was scattered. I feel like for whatever reason, they switched roles in the second half. Mahomes was back to scrambling all around, doing this thing that he was doing at the beginning of the season. I don't really know. Mahomes threw a pick at the end of the third quarter that was very costly on a 2nd and 3 that easily should have just been either thrown into the dirt, or he should have looked at Kels or actually Hill. I'm doing a breakdown on that play soon, but Hill was wide open for the first down. Either that or you just throw it down at the ground. He was out of the pocket enough. He wouldn't have gotten called for intentional grounding. He could have just thrown it in the ground. Could have been 3rd and 3, but D-Rob was kind of open, but it didn't go our way. So then the overtime interception, the Bengals secondary made an amazing play, kind of knifed the ball right out of Tyreek Hill's hands. Game over. I don't know what else to say, man. We choked this game. It was bad. But hey, hats off to the Bengals. I talked to some Bengals fans at the game. They were so happy. They were so nice. It had been 30 years either since they've been to the AFC Championship or won it. So I'm super happy for them. They've also never won a Super Bowl. They've lost twice to the Niners. So, I mean, it'd be cool to see them get a ring, I guess, I wish we were going to the game, but hey, we're not. If you like content like this, make sure to like and subscribe for more. I'm doing daily news as often as I can about the Chiefs, updates, player news. I'll be covering free agency, the draft, all that good stuff. But until then, it's still bright. It's still a good future for the Kansas City Chiefs. So, hey, let's go. Let's go. How about those?